Hello. I want to tell you some really boring things, so I don't recommend watching this video if you get bored because this is boring. So I don't have a very high opinion of the content that I make. Anyway, I just feel like sharing. So um, when I was young, I would look at my dad's face, and I noticed that his eyes were on two different planes. One eye was higher than the other eye. And then I noticed the same thing in my aunt, his sister. And I was like, oh crap, I hope that doesn't happen to me. I started looking at myself in the mirror a lot, trying to detect that. And now I'm starting to see it. Oh no. With my mother, she lost her teeth when she was like 60 something, maybe early 70s, but her teeth have always been in a bad shape. And I've had a lot of problems with my teeth over my life. I thought, oh my gosh, I hope I never get to a situation where my mother was in. And now I see that starting to happen. Uh, I remember years ago, I've been overweight since I was 5, and years ago I had this feeling, very strong feeling that if I don't kick this now, this is going to stay with me for a long time. I remember attending church service, and there was this overweight guy that had nothing to say, ever, of any value. I was very judgmental towards him. I learned he was a paratransit driver. And as I judged him, I felt like, you know what? Judge yourself, Theo, because that might be you. And here I am, a very overweight paratransit driver. When I was waiting tables at TGI Fridays, there was this man who had like this chin, like a second chin. And the angle from the bottom of his neck to his chin was like a 45-degree angle like this. And I saw his chin and I was judgmental and I thought, don't let me ever get to that state where he's got this permanent, ugly little 45-degree angle chin. And here I am. So what I'm saying here is that, oh, yeah, I guess the last thing I want to share is that my ingrown toenail, like days before I had this ingrown toenail, I was having thoughts about it. I remember, I began to remember the first time in my life when I had an ingrown toenail and how bad that felt. And I remember picking at my ingrown toenail and after it was finally over. And now I have one again. So what I'm suggesting here is that nothing, in my experience, no illness that you get comes without a warning. Our illnesses, our malfunctions, even if it's an accident, even if you're speeding down the road and you're texting somebody, you might be saying to yourself, I don't text that often. Well, maybe I do, but I can stop at any time. And then you get this sharp blast of insight. I really shouldn't be texting right now. And just as you get that, you put the cell phone down and you make a hard turn, sharp turn, narrowly avoiding some obstacle that you could have hit and there could have been a minor to major crash. So I think that it is my belief that these events in our lives, we have premonitions about our future. And this can be illnesses or accidents. or anything, and we listen or don't listen to them.